Like that's why I was so surprised when I met him, like how reasonable he was. I'm like,
He's
damn,
very
I
effective.
can't.
That's why they're
Yeah, that's why I
dangerous.
made an effort to try to help mainstream. And obviously, it certainly wasn't just me, but that's why I started tweeting to get him back. I got him on the Hodge twins. I didn't want to do Tim Pool, but I was going to do Tim Pool just because.
Tim got scared, didn't he?
Oh, yeah, 'cause I was going to do Tim. I was
He's
gonna do
calling
Tim,
you a liar.
The only reason I was going to do Tim Pool, I had no interest to do it his show, was
Yeah.
because I wanted to help mainstream Nick again.
Yes.
And then I did kind of trick Tim because he goes, okay, debates a couple Zionists. And I'm like, well, why do I debate a couple of them? How about I bring debate partners? Like, yeah, sure, pick someone. So I called him. I hit Nick up when I do it. He goes, yeah. I called him back and I go, okay, me and Nick Fuentes, when do you want to do it? And he just freaked out at first, like, no. And he's kind of a weak man, so I kind of bullied him a little bit. I'm like, really? You said you were going to do it? And he goes, okay, well, let's do it then. We got to find some people. So he sends me on like a goose chase to find people to debate. Obviously, it was easy. I kept being like, these two guys. He would say no. Well, one of them was like Mark, because obviously he's not Zionist enough. Mark. But then I kept bringing people. He kept saying no. And then finally, I called him, doesn't answer my phone call. And then he has, after he gave me his word he was going to do it, has his assistant tell me, oh, he's not going to do it. If Tim just would have called me himself and been like, man to man, he's like, hey, what I thought about it is bad for my brand. I'd be like, okay, Tim, I get it.
Yeah, you would respect.
But what kind of fucking coward can't give me a phone call back after he gave me his word he's going to bring me on there? And they've been trying to get me on the show for like 2 years.
Wow.
And then he lies and says like, oh, Jake's been begging to get on my show forever. It's like, bro, I've turned down like 10 times. I don't like to post private DMs and emails, but I have them. I didn't post them. And I told him that, like, if I really have to, if you call me a liar again, I'll go pull these up. I really don't like posting private DMs.
Sometimes you have to, man.
Yeah, I didn't because he didn't call me a liar again, But it's like, come on. It's like, you've been trying to get me on the show for years.
I said that beanie is just a giant yarmulke.
Yeah.
That's what it is to me.
Yeah, and I'm not going to say I hate Tim.
No,
I just think he's...
I joke. What?
I don't know. I would still like to wake him up. I don't know if he's bought or just a fence sitter.
I
would
think
still
he
have
knows what's
I
up,
would still
man.
have a discussion with him because I just think like he's a big voice, but the
Look,
cowardice
there are
was just
people,
like,
Jake, who don't know what's going on. Then there
Yeah.
are people who know and they avoid it on purpose. So, no, we can't have that guy. Like it's.
He was just telling me ridiculous things like, oh, I'm gonna have to hire a bunch of security to come that day. I'm like, no one even knows he's gonna be here. Like he went and did Hodge twins, no trouble.
Why would
what
Nick be a danger? What are you talking
He's like,
about?
I have Jewish employees. He's gonna danger. I'm like, what is he gonna do? He's friends with Laura Loomer. The guy's not like some violent guy. He's skinny, like polite, doesn't like not rude to women. It's just like he's so not the person they make him out to be. So when he's the guy. I'm hanging out with Hell's Angels that did prison for 10 years because he fucking shot like 3 people.
Yeah.
And everybody, oh, that's fine. But disavow Nick Fuentes, or his name. It's like, Fuentes.
Yeah.
Like, what are you guys talking about? This is the guy you want me to disavow? You guys are out of your mind.
Yeah, he's effective. He's young. I call him a kid.
He's
too.
extremely
as
effective.
respectful. I'm older.
I know,
that's
I call
why,
him kid, but I'm older.
He's
But
very
he's
effective.
extremely effective because, like, I started watching, I think I talked to him before I started watching his clips, just by text. And then I started watching his clips after October 7th, and he is really, really good speaker. And he breaks it down with clarity. He has all the facts. He's been studying this for 7 years, like full time. Yeah. I've been studying it maybe like a year, like part-time a little bit. Like he has every detail, every fact. He's the best debater. And that's why Tim freaked out when I said I have Nick coming. They knew they couldn't find anyone that's going to out-debate me and Nick. Nick's, a better debater to me. I've never done a debate. So that's why I'm like, and they're trying to get me to debate like 3 Zionists by myself. And it's like, I've never done a debate. I do discussions. So once I had Nick, they just freaked out because they knew they couldn't find anyone that would beat us.
Yeah, no, he's great.
There's truth's on our side. That's why.
That's exactly
Jordan
it.
Peterson. You're calling him a rat. Why don't you go debate him?
He actually challenged all 3 of them, like Jordan Peterson.
Yeah.
Like, he would win that. He would.
Yeah, like I said, obviously, I don't agree with him in every aspect. You don't have to say that, but like he's doing a great job. He's built a great network. He's a great speaker. He's built in a great community. Everyone treated me great when I was out there. I was treated amazing.
The gripers.
Yeah, I'm not like part of any organization.
Yeah. Neither am I.
I'm not part of an organization, but I get along with
treat
them
us with
great.
love,
I
man.
they treat me great. They've done so much for the movement.
But even
and I'm
that,
certainly allies.
they lie about the America First movement. Oh, they're all homosexual incels. No, they're not.
Lots of them are married with
exactly,
kids
and they're like, look, we're going to put our families first. We're going to put our career first. Like,
and there are a lot of them, they're saying like wait till marriage, have sex, and I personally don't agree with that. But I'm not against them thinking that way. Why do they not have a right?
If that's their religion.
If their religion, they want to wait till marriage, have sex. Why is that a bad thing? I personally chose not to, but I'm not going to criticize them. And that's the thing too. Like, look at Dan was now he's monogamous, but he was one of the biggest playboys of our generation.
Oh yeah.
And him and Nick were still able to get along fine.
Yeah,
it's not like we're judging people for the different decisions. People can respect each other.
We know that our personal differences do not outweigh this massive enemy that is literally putting us all in danger.
And people try to use those small personal things to divide me against them.
But then there are people who have ideological differences that do harm us and the other way. So we can't be allies with those types of people. So that's just the reality.
Yeah, if someone's trying to bomb kids, it's just like I just have a hard time. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's hard looking past that.
No,
When you see all these dead pictures, it's just like I don't know. It's hard to not want to like people like, oh, why are you going so hard? Jordan Peterson going after these guys so hard. It's like these guys are literally, and it's not even just that. They're trying to. They want these people to completely control America too. Look how they treat the Palestinians. You think they think any higher of me and you? I don't.
No, of course not, man. Again, and I told my wife, she's like, why do you do this? Because if we don't, our kids are going to end up like the Palestinian children.
Yeah.
The same people who did the Russian Revolution killed all those people. They're doing it now in Palestine. It's the same group of people doing it. Trust me, they'd want to do it here.
Yeah, I remember a couple years ago, I was being like, the way communism came back and what's going on now is so identical. It seems like it's the same people. I kept processing that in my head, and then at the moment, it is the same people.
Yep.
Again, it's a mafia. It's not the whole crew. It's an organized mafia of them.
Yeah, no, it is. And again, they're also victims of this mafia themselves. But it's just that,
The
unfortunately,
majority of them, the ones at the top are evil. You know, guys like Meyer Lansky was the head mobster in America. There's no films about the Jewish mafia.
Yeah, it's always Italian.